Hello, guys, and welcome to another webinar. Happy Saturday. It's the weekend. I'm sure you're happy about that. Although the days don't seem as they are. Every day seems like the same because we're indoors. But nonetheless, it's the weekend and some of us are still working. So at least it's the weekend and we can have some relaxation as well. So my name is Andre, as you can see under the screen. And I'm from a small island called Barbados, for those who don't know me. But now I'm living in Rome. Hello, Daniela. Welcome. Where are you from? Are you from Milan? Are you from Rome? Are you from Florence? But welcome. Now, in today's focus activity, we're looking at focus activity 8 to 10. What's it made of? Yeah, interesting topic we're going to be talking about today. So let's begin. What's it made of? So in this focus activity, we're looking at adjective order, made of versus made from, and adjectives created out of nouns. So these are our objectives today for focus activity 8 to 10. What's it made of? Alrighty. What is it? So number one. So here we have to guess what the actual object is. So listen very carefully to the adjectives being used to describe this particular object. So number one, so it is a large, sweet, pink, and green fruit grown in the summer. So it is a large, sweet, pink, and green fruit grown in the summer. So Daniela, from Milan. Oh, great. Welcome. So tell me, Daniela, what is this object? It's a large, sweet, pink, and green fruit grown in the summer. Sometimes we can say red or pink, and it's usually grown in the summer. So the outside is green and the inside is pink or red. What is it? And it's a fruit. So you have some clues there, some adjectives describing that particular object. So Daniela, can you guess what it is? What kind of fruit it is? This one might be a little difficult for some people, but I love this particular fruit. It's also very common in the summer because it's hot, and it usually is a good fruit to give you that liquid. So when you bite into it, it's usually very juicy. Good morning, Francesca. Morning, Maria. How are you? Oh, someone from Rome. This is the first person I've seen from Rome. Yes, Francesca and Maria. It's a watermelon. Excellent. There it is. So sometimes it looks pink, sometimes it's a darker pink or red. It depends on how it's grown and where it's grown. But generally, I love this fruit in the summer. Hi, Marco. Welcome. Where are you from? So the first one we've got is watermelon. Let's guess this second one. We've got, it is a popular, large, black and white musical instrument. So it's used to play music. It's popular, it's large, and black and white. A musical instrument. Daniela, yeah, watermelon was the first one. Excellent. So the second one, again, it is a popular, large, black and white musical instrument. So think of all the instruments, the musical instruments you can think about that are black and white. Now, basically, the structure of this particular object can be different colors. It can be brown, it can be white, it could be black, but there are particular parts of this instrument that are always black and white. Excellent, Maria. Piano. Very, very good. Excellent. Piano. So, Marco, you're from Gallarate. Okay, nice. Cool. Welcome. Tiziana, welcome as well. So, we're looking at Yeah, describing things and what is it made of and what it is. So the first one was watermelon. The second one was a piano. Yeah, piano. Remember, the keys are black and white. The keys are black and white, but the entire piano usually can be black. It could be brown. It could be white. Many different colors. Excellent. So let's look at number 3. So it is a busy, cosmopolitan American city. It is a busy, cosmopolitan American city. So think of a famous and popular American city that's always busy, full of traffic, chaotic. Yeah, I know what it is, but do you? So what city is this? It's busy, cosmopolitan, and it's American. Francesca's on the ball. New York. Excellent, Francesca. New York. Downtown New York. Manhattan, basically. Manhattan is one of the busiest cities. So New York is the city. Very chaotic, very busy, very lively, very exciting as well. Cool. Alrighty, so let's look at number 4. It is a fuzzy, bright, yellow circular object used to play a sport. So it is a fuzzy, bright, yellow circular object used to play a sport. Now, fuzzy, what does fuzzy mean? Some people are not sure about that particular adjective. Now, fuzzy is something that has a lot of fibers sticking out. So maybe your shirt becomes fuzzy because the more you wash your shirt, the more the fibers come off of the actual material. So usually it's very fuzzy because you wash it and the material or the fibers come up off of the material. So something that's fuzzy is something that's very hairy. It could be hairy. It could be like a dog. A dog is fuzzy because it's very hairy. Bright in terms of the color, maybe it's illuminated. It's bright colors. It's yellow circular object used to play a sport. And Tiziana is correct. It's a tennis ball. Very, very good. Excellent. So here we use many adjectives to describe an object. It makes it a lot easier for you, of course, to describe the object with adjectives so the person can actually guess what it is. So excellent, guys. Francesca as well. Tennis ball. Correct. So always remember to use the adjectives when you don't know what something is because the person can then imagine that object in their mind. So very, very good. So we've got the adjectives. We've got large, sweet, pink, green, popular, black and white, musical, busy, cosmopolitan, American, fuzzy, bright, yellow, circular. All of those are adjectives. Whether their shape, whether their size, whether their color, whether their origin, we all use these adjectives to describe an object. Okay, so now let's look at one of our objectives, deciding when to use made of and when to use made from. So these are two separate phrases that we use, made of and made from. So let's look at the difference. So made of is used when the original material has not changed or is not changed. Example, this table that you see here is made of wood. So the original material has not changed. Yeah, maybe the shape has changed, but the material has not changed. So we all know that tables like this one are made of wood. When you cut a tree and you remove the bark from the tree, that is the wood. It's the same original material that's used in this particular object, which is the table. So made of is used when the original material has not changed. It's the same material. Nothing has been added or incorporated into that material. Okay, let's look at this next one. So we've got, after the table, we've got a brick wall. So it's a wall, it's a brick wall, and the wall is made of brick. So this one is made of brick, and brick is the original material. So it doesn't change, only the shape changes, but not the actual material. Here we have a glass, and a glass is made of glass. So this glass is made of glass. So the material glass does not change. The shape changes, but not the material. So that's when we use made of. Made from is used when the original material is changed significantly to become something else. Something like paper. So originally, paper would have been wood, would have been made of wood. But then it went through a process and then it became paper. So it changed the form, it changed the material as well. So in this case, we say made from. So paper is made from wood. So it changes from the original material to a new material. Here we have wine. So wine is not the original material. The original material is grape or grapes. So we would say wine is made from grapes. So wine does not retain the original material, grapes. It changes to a different type of material, and now it's a liquid. So the material has changed significantly from a grape to wine. And here we have a cake or dessert. Let's just call it a cake. So here, a cake is made from many different materials. So cake is not the original material. Cake is a combination of different materials to create that cake. So we say cake is made from eggs, from flour, from butter, here from chocolate, it's a chocolate cake. So here we use from. So always remember when the material is in its original form, then we say made of. If it changes the material, if the material is changed, then we use from. Or if it's a combination of many different materials, then we say from, made from. So I hope you can understand these examples using made of and made from. So now let's move on and try some of these examples here. So let's see how good you are. So of or from, which one should we use for these particular objects? So let's work together to decide what objects are made of or made from the material given. So let's look at number one. So number one, so silver. Silver is the original material. Has the material changed in this case for these objects? So we have a fork, a knife, and a spoon, which are called cutlery. So cutlery, is it made from silver or is it made of silver? Which one do you think it is? Made of or made from? Francesca, Tiziana, Marco, Daniela, can you guys guess? Is it made from silver or made of silver? Let's think about it. Does it retain its original material or does it change from the original material? I'll give you the answer. So silver, the cutlery here, is made of silver. So silver, in this case, retains its original form. The cutlery is made of silver. The material is silver. Excellent, Francesca. So cutlery is made of silver. Excellent. Very, very good. So the form, the shape and everything changes, but the material remains the same. Now let's look at number two, cotton. So we've got the material, which is cotton, and we've got the object, which is a shirt. So is a shirt made of cotton or is the shirt made from cotton? Which one is it? Made of or made from? The shirt. I'll give you 10 seconds. Then we'll reveal the answer. So is the shirt made of cotton or is it made from cotton? Has the material changed or has it remained the same? Alrighty, so I'll give you like 2 more seconds and then we'll give you the answer. So the shirt is The shirt is made of cotton. Excellent. So it's made of cotton. The cotton does not change. The material does not change. So it's made of cotton. So Francesca, it's not from, it's of, because the material of the shirt is cotton. Maybe if the material was a mixture, maybe it was cotton and polyester and wool, then it would be made from, because it's a combination of many different materials. But in this case, it's only cotton, so it remains in the same material. So made of cotton. A shirt is made of cotton. Now let's look at number 3. We've got oranges. And here we have a glass of orange juice. So orange juice. So is orange juice made from oranges, or is it made from oranges? Is orange juice made of oranges, or is it made from oranges? Which one is it? Does the material change? Or does it remain the same? Can you guys guess? So is it made from oranges or made of oranges? The juice. This one might be a little tricky for some people, but always remember, if the material changes, the original material changes, then we use from. If it doesn't change, we use of. So in this case, orange juice is made from oranges. Yeah, when you see an orange, it's a solid. It's a round yellow fruit. When you squeeze the orange, yep, it creates juice. So Francesca, so it's not made of oranges. It does not contain the same material. The material changes to a liquid. So in this case, it's made from oranges. Yeah, because it does not retain the material. Remember, an orange is solid. It has the skin, it has the different elements, it has the seeds. So it changes when you turn it into juice. So you have to use from in this case. Yeah, I hope you're understanding the concept of the difference between the two. So orange juice does not retain the original material as an orange. It changes to a liquid. So we use made from oranges. Okay, let's look at number 4. So we have a chair. The material is wood. So is the chair made from wood, or is the chair made from wood? Does the material change, or doesn't it? So does the chair change the material? Is it still wood, or is it not? In this case, the material does not change, unless you add some other type of material to the chair. So in this case, the chair is made of wood because it uses the original material. The shape changes, the shape of the chair changes, but the material does not change. It's still made of wood. The wood has not gone through another change, basically. Excellent, Francesca. So the chair is made of wood, just like the table before. The table is made of wood. The shape and the object changes, but the material remains the same. Now let's look at number 5. Number 5, milk is the material. And here we have cheese. So does the material change? So the original material is milk. But now we have cheese. So do we use made from milk, or do we use made of milk? This one can be a little tricky too, because here the form changes, the shape, the texture, the solidity of it has changed as well. Remember, milk would have been a liquid, and cheese is now a solid. So do we use from, or do we use of? Can you guys guess? Any others? Maria? Marco? Anyone? Francesca? Daniela? So is cheese made of milk or is cheese made from milk? Okay, Francesca says, and Daniela says, cheese is made from milk. And you're absolutely correct. Because in this case, the material changes. It's no longer milk. It's no longer a liquid. It's a solid. And it's a different type of material. So in this case, you use from because it has changed its material form. Good, excellent, very good. And let's look at the last one, number 6. So the original material is sand. And this is a vase or a vase. A vase or a vase. A vase is the UK pronunciation, while a vase is the American pronunciation. So vase, UK, or vase, American, but they're spelled the same, V-A-S-E. So this vase, the original material is sand. And we all know that sand turns into glass. But here, the original material is sand. So Daniela says is made from sand. Yeah, Maria. Maria also says made from sand, as well as Marco. Good. So let's see if it's correct. So from, correct. Made from sand. Because remember, the material has changed. It's no longer sand, it's glass. And we know that usually sand and heat create glass. So there we go. So from would be that it has changed its material form, the combination of many different materials to make the vase. So here we use from. Good, excellent. So these are the differences between made of and made from. Always remember that made of, it keeps the original material, but the shape may change. Made from, is that the material has changed to a new material or a different form. So that's these are good examples of deciding which one to use. Very good, guys, good job. So let's look at adjectives out of nouns. So creating the adjectives out of the nouns. So these are some nouns that we have here that we can turn into adjectives. So we've got wood, gold, silk, rubber, color, art, style, and value. So let's convert them into some adjectives. Let's try it out. So first one, wood. What is the adjective used for wood? Now we've used it before to describe an object. For example, so a chair made of wood, what would be the adjective you would use here? Always remember that the adjective comes before the noun. So let's see, woody. Daniela says woody. Okay, woody, not quite. We don't really use woody per se, but there's another adjective that we use. So we won't say a woody chair, no. Another adjective that we can use, not woody. Think carefully. I'll give you a couple seconds and then we'll reveal the answer. So any other answers, guys? Marco, Maria, Daniela? Well, Daniela had woody, but think again, Daniela. It's not woody. 2 seconds. Okay, so the adjective here. Okay, very good, Maria and Marco. Wooden. So wooden is the adjective we use to describe something made of wood. Excellent. So wooden. Yeah, very good. Let's look at gold. Maria says golden. Excellent. So we have the ENs here. You have golden, wooden. Now let's look at number 3, silk. Now this one is not the same as wood and gold. You realize here that the words ending in D usually form the adjective with EN. So we have wood, wooden, gold, golden. But silk is different. Silky. Excellent, Francesca. Silky. So we add a Y. So for example, oh, this shirt is silky, or this scarf is silky, meaning it's made of silk, a soft, smooth material. So it's silky. Now let's look at rubber. Rubber. What's the adjective for rubber? This is an interesting one as well. Rubber. Can you guys guess? So something that's made of rubber. Any ideas? For example, you have tires. Tires are made of rubber. Good. Antonio has joined us. Antonio, you were hiding. Rubbery. Exactly. Exactly. So rubbery is the adjective for rubber. Good. Good to have you, Antonio. It's been a long time. Haven't seen you in ages. So rubbery is the adjective. So for example, maybe something that's very tough, like beef. I would say, this beef is rubbery. It's very chew. You have to chew it a lot, so it's rubbery. Or something that's made of rubber is rubbery. Good. Number 5. Oh, you guys are getting ahead of yourselves. Maria. Maria says color, colorful. Very good. Excellent. So the adjective for color is colorful. Now let's look at art. Art. You would hear a lot of English speaking people using different forms to express the adjective for art. Okay, Maria says colorful or colored. Yeah, you can use colored as well. Yeah. Colored as well. Colorful or colored. A colored, how should I say, a colored painting or a colored coloring book or something. So yeah, artistic. I like that one. Artistic. Very good. Some people can say artsy. Artsy as well. This painting is artsy, or this gallery is artsy. So you have also artsy. But artistic is the more common one. Yeah. Artistic is the most common one, but you can also use artsy. Now let's look at style. Antonio's on the ball. We've got stylish. Yeah, stylish. So Maria, we don't really say arty. No, we say artsy. Artsy. Arty, not really. Artful, not really either. We don't really use artful very much. I've never heard artful. But artistic or artsy could be used. All right, let's look at value. This one's an interesting one. What adjective can we form from value? Yeah, Antonio, valuable. Valuable. I hope you're not Googling these words, Antonio. Hope you're not cheating. So yeah, valuable. We can also say valuable or valuable. The British say valuable. An American valuable. It doesn't matter. You can use both pronunciations. Okay, no problem, Maria. Good job, nonetheless. So good, some good imagination with the adjectives. But yeah, so these are the adjectives used for these particular nouns. So we've got wood, wooden. You can also use woody. I think someone used woody before. Woody, something smells woody. Yeah, smells woody, a woody smell. So you can also use woody or wooden. Gold, golden. Yeah, just strictly golden. There's no other adjective for gold. Golden. Or you can say, oh, there's another one. You can say goldish. Oh, this car looks goldish. It's not quite gold, maybe yellow. So you say, oh, this car looks goldish. Sometimes we add ish at the end of the nouns to create the adjectives. So we can say goldish or golden. We can also say artish, not really artish much. Yeah. Stylish, of course, is that one, but there are some words that we can use the ish with. Yeah. So we can say goldish as well. So silk, silky. Yeah. People say silky-ish, but they just want to emphasize that this particular material can maybe be copied like the other material. So sometimes you use the ish at the end of some of these adjectives. Okay, great guys. We got wooden, golden, silky, rubbery, colorful, colored as well, artistic, artsy, stylish, and valuable. So these are the adjectives coming from those nouns. Good, excellent job, guys. Very good. So just practice these adjectives. Okay, so let's look at describing a family heirloom. So we're using adjectives to describe these heirlooms. So look very carefully at this text because you have to look at the word order. Remember, adjectives usually come before the noun. And of course, there's some particular positions that each type of adjective takes. So you have size, you have opinion, you have color, you have origin, and they go in a particular order. In English, when we're speaking, we don't normally use any specific order. We just use the adjectives as we see fit. But normally we don't put them in a particular order. But there is a particular order for different types of adjectives. So let's read this text. So estate sale. Come see this Philadelphia 1887 large home just put on the market. Items throughout the house need to be sold first. Of interest is a German 1909 wooden grandfather clock. And this tall clock with a gold decorative beautiful face and chimes will look perfect in your home. So here we have some differences in word order for the order of the adjectives. So let's look at the first part. So we've got come see this Philadelphia 1887 large home. So here we have some adjectives. We've got Philadelphia, 1887, and large. These three words are adjectives because they describe the object. The object in this case is home, is the house, is the home. So let's see what order these adjectives need to go into. So first one is origin, next one is year, and the next one is size. So here, we need to change, put large to be first. The size is first, then the year, and then the origin. Normally the origin comes after, before the noun. So we have the size, large, the year, 1887, and the origin, which is Philadelphia. So come see this large 1887 Philadelphia home. Good. So that's the order. We've got size, year, and origin. Now let's look at the second part. Items throughout the house need to be sold first. There's nothing wrong with that one. Of interest is a German 1909 wooden grandfather clock. Of interest is a German 1909 wooden grandfather clock. So we've got four adjectives here. We've got German, 1909, wooden, and grandfather. Grandfather here is like an adjective too because it's describing the type of clock. It's a grandfather clock. So German 1909 wooden grandfather clock. Now here underlined are the three adjectives we need to reorder. So first we have the origin, we have the year, and we have the material. So which one do you think comes first? Do you think it's wooden? Do you think it's 1909? Or do you think it's German? Which one comes first? Can you guys guess? So we've got German, which is the origin, 1909 is the year, and we've got wooden, which is the material. Which one would you put first? I'm thinking, maybe the material should go first. I think so, maybe the material. Because remember, usually the origin comes last, basically. So German would go last for me. Yeah, before German would be the year, and then the first one would be wooden. So it'd be wooden 1909 German grandfather clock. So let's look and see. So they've got it in a different way. They've got year first, which I did. Yeah, I made a mistake. So the year comes first, then the origin, and then the material. So in English, for us, it's not something commonly that we do. we don't put them in particular order. We just use the adjectives randomly. But in this case, the year comes first, then the origin, and then the material. So it seems that the material comes last. Good. So 1909 German wooden grandfather clock. So that's the structure. That's the position of the adjectives. Now let's look at the next one. So Antonio asks, what happens if you don't put the adjectives in the right order? Antonio, nothing will happen. The world will not come to an end. Everything will still remain the same. But generally, that is the order that they have. But in English, we've never really studied the order of adjectives in relation to objects. So in conversation, you can use them anyway. If you want to write them in any order, it doesn't matter. But generally, it does have an order, but we don't follow it. So let's look at the next one. This tall clock with a gold decorative beautiful face and chimes will look perfect in your home. So this tall clock with a gold decorative beautiful face and chimes will look perfect in your home. So here we're looking at the adjectives. We've got gold, decorative, beautiful, face. No, gold, decorative, and beautiful. So let's put these in the correct order. Which one do you think comes first? Is it beautiful? Is it gold? Is it decorative? So think of the order. So we've got opinion, which is beautiful. We've got decorative, which is the style, basically, and gold, which is the material. So we got material, style, and we've got the opinion. So normally, the opinion comes first. Someone's opinion about the object, how they feel about the object, usually comes first. So here we have a beautiful, decorative gold face. And remember, the material comes at the end. We've got gold, style comes before, and then in the beginning, we have the opinion, which is beautiful. Excellent, Francesca. Yeah, it's more important if you're doing it in writing. If you're writing something important, maybe a book or maybe a blog or maybe something about a specific type of topic, then it's better to use the order. But in general conversation, we don't use them in particular order. Yeah. So opinion is usually number one, and then we have the material as the last adjective. So between there, you can alternate maybe some of the other types, the size, the color, it varies. But there are too many. There are too many types of adjectives to really remember which order you have to put them in. So it's very difficult to remember that. But always remember, opinion is first, and then the material is last. Everything else in between, we can try to figure out. So excellent. So these are some examples of the word order for adjectives in relation to an object. Yeah. So the first one we had large, which was the size. Then 1987, which is the time. 1887. Then we had the origin, which is Philadelphia. The second one we had the year. Then we had the origin, and then we had the material. The last one we had the opinion, the style, and we had the material. So it varies from object to object. Good. So let's look at describing something or someone. So remember, number one, the first thing is the opinion. The second thing is the size. Oops. Third is the age, the year. 4 is the shape, the shape. 5 is the color. 6, nationality or origin. And 7 is the material. So take note of this order. This is the order you should be taking when you're describing objects. So you've got general opinion, size, age, shape, color, nationality and origin, and material. Cool, so let's describe this chair. So what is your opinion about this chair? What would you say about this chair? What's your feeling about this chair? Give me an adjective to describe this chair. For me, I would say ugly. I don't like it. It's ugly. It's terrible. So I would say it's an ugly. Size doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't always have to use size. You don't always have to use age. as well. You don't always have to use shape because in this case, the chair is shaped in an odd shape. It's not a structured shape. It's not square. It's not circle. It's not rectangular. So we don't have to use shape here. We don't have to use every single type of adjectives. So for me, I would use opinion. I would use color, and I would use material for this particular object. So for me, I would say it's an ugly brown and black leather chair because I think the material is leather, at least. Okay, Daniela says comfortable. Comfortable is a general opinion adjective, so you can say it's a comfortable brown and black leather chair, maybe. Yeah. Any other opinions about this chair? For me, it's ugly. It's not beautiful, but it looks comfortable, as Daniela says. Yeah. Size, in terms of size, you can say it's a large chair or a small chair. It's up to you. So for me, it's an ugly brown and black leather chair. Simple. Let's look at another one. Let's look at this one. So it's a Faberge egg. Very, very expensive and vintage. So for me, I would use my general opinion. I can use size. I can also use shape, color, and material. I don't know the nationality. I don't know the origin of it, so I don't need to use the origin. So for me, I would say it's a beautiful, large, you can use shape as well. You can use egg shape or oval, maybe, oval shaped. So it's a beautiful, large, oval shaped, blue and gold Faberge egg. Simple. So for me, it's a beautiful, large, oval shaped, blue and gold Faberge egg. So Antonio asks, if you describe a person, the adjectives have to follow a specific order as well. Well, yeah, it usually follows an order as well. Yeah, for people as well. But again, if you're in conversation, if you're having a conversation, it doesn't really matter. So for example, I can talk about someone, describe someone. For example, my sister, in my opinion, is a beautiful, young as an age, young, brown skin. She has brown skin for color. Barbadian girl. Yeah. So you can use the order as well in terms of people. In terms of shape, I would not describe people's shape in this sense. Oh, she's a big fat. You can use it, but I mean, you don't want to offend the person. So be very careful how you describe someone. But generally, it follows the same rule. Yeah, for people as well. Okay, so that's my opinion about the egg. Let's look at this ring. Yeah, so let's look at the ring. So for me, I can use my opinion. I can use maybe the color and the origin and the material, maybe. So I can say maybe it's a beautiful gold and crystal or diamond, because diamond is the material as well. So I can say it's a beautiful gold and diamond ring. Or I can say it's a beautiful small, as in size, small, age could be new. Yeah, it's a beautiful small new gold diamond ring. Or if you know the origin of it, you can say it's a beautiful small new gold diamond Tiffany ring. Or yeah, diamond Tiffany ring, exactly, if it's from Tiffany. So you can use it in different ways. You can use different types of adjectives to describe that particular object. So follow that guideline, follow that order for writing or for more specific, important writing activities, but for speaking, it's not necessary. So Daniela says, or Francesca first, it's a fancy golden diamond ring. Excellent. That one is even simpler. Daniela says, it's a beautiful small gold and diamond ring. Excellent. So Antonio's always got something to say. Andre is a witty, slim, young, square, dark Caribbean human. I think that's being very specific, but but good job. Thanks. I'm witty. Okay, thank you so much. And slim. Thank you. Young, I appreciate that as well. Square, I would not use square. Square is not. I am not square. So in this case, square does not apply. I would just leave slim. Leave slim. Slim, young, dark Caribbean guy. Human. So good job, guys. Good, very, very good job, Antonio. And very funny. You're the witty one, not me. You're witty. Good job, guys. So here today we looked at different types of adjectives, the order of the adjectives. Remember, there's the order, but we don't always follow it in English. We just use them randomly. But for more specific exercises, maybe they're written exercises, maybe you're doing something for a book or for a magazine or something, it's better to follow that particular order. But no one's going to penalize you for it. No one's going to tell you you're terribly wrong. So it's just a guide for you to understand the order of the adjectives before the noun. And before we looked at creating the adjectives out of nouns. We had wooden, golden, silky, rubbery, colorful or colored, artistic or artsy, stylish, and valuable. We've got plenty more adjectives that you can convert into, plenty more nouns you can convert into adjectives as well. And of course, we looked at made of and made from. So remember that made of, let me go forward, made of is used when the original material is not changed, meaning it retains its original material. The shape might have changed, but the original material remains the same. And made from is usually when the original material has changed significantly. It's not the same original material. So it might have changed from a solid to a liquid. It might have been a mixture of new materials to create that new object. So we use from in this particular instance. So guys, practice using made of and made from. Practice converting the nouns into the adjectives. And of course, the order of the adjectives. Practice that as well. So good job today, guys. Have a great and fantastic weekend. Stay safe. And of course, we'll see each other next week. And keep on studying. Yeah, take care of yourself. Have a good weekend. Take care, Antonio. Daniela, Francesca, Marco, Maria, thanks for joining us today. Have a good one. Bye.